Bob Rowe, a man of many talents. Oh my gosh, where do we begin? We sing, we maybe dance, we are a business owner.
With an introduction like that, I don't know how I can follow that. That's pretty cool.
Well, let's start with Bob Rowe. And I guess, when did you know you were talented in the singer-songwriter musician world?
Well, I kind of fell in love with singing and writing and music back in high school. You know, I would listen to the wonderful folk singers like Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Joan Baez and Cat Stevens, and people that kind of married wonderful lyrics and meaningful words, stories to great songs. And that's what first attracted me into music, you know, is that it could be entertaining but also say something significant about the world. And so that's how it all got started. And from the time I was in high school, one of the Sisters of St. Joseph took me around to visit the shut-ins and the people she was giving communion to, and I automatically felt a chemistry with that group of people. You know, it took so little on my part to bring a smile to their face, you know. I mean, I could sing off key or sing the wrong words or whatever, and just the fact that I was there and I was paying attention to them and giving them my heart and soul made all the difference in their existence. And I thought, man, this is a powerful thing, you know, this is big.
All right, put your hands together. There's a dark and a troubled side of life, there is, but there's a bright and a sunny side too. Though the darkness be ever around, the sunny side you also may view. Here we go. Oh, keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll brighten up your day, it'll help you on the way if you keep on the sunny side of life. Though the storms and the trials rage.
What are you sharing with your audiences?
I'm sharing their dignity. I'm trying to let them know they matter, and that they're important, and that they don't have to be young again. They don't have to be making a big splash out there in the community. That everybody matters, and everybody has worth, and everybody has dignity simply because they exist. And if you think about it, if you've ever visited a care facility, so many of the elderly have absolutely nothing to look forward to. You know, their friends have passed on, and their relatives, if they're still alive, maybe live off in California or somewhere far away. And so they just sit there day in and day out. And the fact that we're able to go in there and sing them a happy song and, you know, spend time visiting with them makes all the difference in their well-being. You know, they're doing a lot of studies now showing the correlation between mental, spiritual stimulation and emotional health with our physical health. I hope there's people that might see this and maybe decide to visit the elderly. And, you know, I tell everybody, even if you can't sing and that you can't perform, you can go in and visit with the elderly. You can read a book to somebody that's lonely. You can just sit down and let them talk to you, let them tell you their life story, because they will, you know. I mean, everybody's interested in talking about their journey if you open them up. So there's so much we can give, and it's not that hard.
Oh, remember me when the candle lights are gleaming. Song written by Willie Nelson. Remember me at the close of a long, long day. It'll be so sweet when all alone I'm dreaming, just to know that you remember me. The sweetest song belonged to lovers in the gloaming. The sweetest word belongs to you and me.
Let's talk about those accolades. Mother Teresa's entered your life somehow?
Back when I started the organization, you know, Mother Teresa's documentary was just coming out called A Gift of Love, and I was so moved by it and by what she was doing for the poorest of the poor and people who are really marginalized by society. And I could really see the parallel between that and what we're doing for the elderly, because the elderly in care facilities are pretty much kind of off in the distance and forgotten and, you know, not really in the mainstream of society. So I wrote down one day, sat down and wrote down a whole letter to Mother Teresa, and I put it in the mail, and I totally forgot about it, and I thought, well, I'll never hear back. You know, she had already won the Nobel Peace Prize and was a worldwide celebrity at that point. And about 2 months later, lo and behold, this little yellowed envelope came from Calcutta, India. And I thought, could it be? And I opened it up and oh my goodness, it was a letter from Mother Teresa. And it was extraordinarily personal, just telling me that what I was doing really mattered to God and was really important, and that I didn't need to change a thing, that what we were doing, giving love to the less fortunate and those that were largely forgotten from society was big. And I wrote probably 15 or 20 letters to her after that, and she wrote very personal messages back. And I would send pictures of myself and our other artists performing for the elderly, and she'd write little notes on them and mail them back to me. And so it was really cool that in 2006, the organization that worked with Mother Teresa's order awarded us with the Mother Teresa Laureate. And it was such a thrill that year because we were awarded in the same group with former President Jimmy Carter, whom I admire very much for his work with Habitat for Humanity, and Archbishop Desmond Tutu and Billy Graham, who has recently passed away. So it was a cool thing.
Bob Rowe, what will you do for us here?
Well, we have a little song that we love to sing for just about every program, because we have a rule: if there's sunshine outside, we celebrate it. If there isn't any, we create some right in our heart. So that's what we're going to sing about right now, and you ladies got to help me out. Ready? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sun.
Let's talk about we. Who's part of the team?
We have 30 plus musicians and performers and artists right now that do almost 150 programs a year, and hundreds of care facilities all throughout West Michigan. And we used to have an office in Nashville, Tennessee, and we were doing Great Guns down there for a long time, and then Indiana, Illinois, you know, a lot more of a wider scope in the country. And I just decided at some point that this is my home and I love West Michigan, so I really wanted to totally focus mostly on this neck of the woods.
You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, please don't take my sunshine away. Yeah. All right. We made some sunshine today.
Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.